Yo, what it do? It's your boy GC the Great, and this is That Talk, episode 12. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? New year, new beginnings. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all our subscribers. You know what I mean? Everybody that's been following us, keep staying in tune with us and everything. Shout out to all our special guests that's tuning in, that come in and come onto the show. You know, Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the real MVPs. Y'all the real MVPs. We got a special guest today. Since it is Black History Month, and I know we got some people that's just like Black History Month is every month, every day, and it is. But being that by American standards or rules, whatever, Black History Month, they celebrate Black History Month today or this month. We got a black man, a black owner, a real inspirational man. You know what I'm saying, coming on today, and I'm excited because I feel like this is one of our biggest episodes thus far. You know what I mean? It's not to say downplay anything else any other episode we did. It's just the fact that the timing and everything is big, so I pay attention to that. So it's a lot that's been going on, man. But this person in particular, though, he's a dope individual, man, and salute to him. But here go brother right here. Yo, what's going on, bro?
Peace. What's up, my brother?
How you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm sorry about this. Gonna be a little background noise for right now because I just got out of this shuttle van to get my car and take my car.
It's all
to get an oil change, end up getting tuned out with a whole bunch of other stuff.
It's all good, bro, man. I appreciate you for coming on the show. Glad to have you. First and foremost, I just want to say, again, appreciate you, and on this show, man, just you could be yourself. I want to build, and I want us to touch on topics that really need to be talked about, and I want you to just be able to talk about anything you feel like need to be said. So,
Okay.
to start off with, why don't you tell the people what's your name and where you from?
Okay. Well, my name is on Facebook and on the internet. My name is Stefan Self Ruler West. I just go by Self Ruler.
Okay.
Steph, for the people that know me, co-creator of the Blackwallst Challenge, which is an internet challenge that's basically our whole goal is to help show the importance of showing love to our local black businesses. So we basically created an internet challenge by going into these black-owned businesses, shopping with them, and then we challenged them to shop with another black business. So, and it was inspired by the town of Greenwood, which is, if you don't know, you need to Google it. But it happened in Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was the only time that the American people actually used American fighter jets to bomb its own soil. If you don't know about the race riots of 1921 that happened out in Tulsa and Greenwood, you need to educate yourself and get on that. Because it was a tragedy, and if we don't know about it, it can happen again. So, that's what inspired this movement, because the original Black Wall Street, as they would call it, was a prominent area where after slavery, black people could only shop with other black people. So that created a lot of wealthy black people, successful black businesses. And, due to some allegations of an assault of a white woman that they say a young black man did, they came and tried to lynch the guy. And, from there, things went, 0 to 100. And, we wasn't trying to turn them over, and it led to the bombing of this town and a whole bunch of people being displaced, thousands of people losing their property to this day. They never got an insurance claim, none of that. So it's a real crazy blemish in American history. If you don't know about it, you need to educate yourself on it. So that's what inspired us. So that's what we did.
So basically, how long has this the movement? First and foremost, I just want to comment off of that. That's the reason why I feel like that was a big reason why I was interested in interviewing you and finding out more about what you do, because of what you just said, the Black Wall Street and all that type of stuff. Is like when I seen what you was doing, I'm like, why isn't everybody else on this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't everybody else buying into this? It's like clear as day that this is something that needs to be invested in, like in all type of ways, not even just money. Just, like this should be bringing unity and off rip, because once I like went on your YouTube channel and seen all your content, I was paying attention, like, man, this is exactly the type of stuff that I like to do. I like to support people like this. So, man, yeah, it was definitely big on that. But how long have you been doing the Black Wall Street Challenge?
Well, I mean, technically, I come from a family of black business owners, like third generation. So that's in me to always support black businesses. But as far as the challenge itself and taking it to the internet and showing people, 5 years actually this month. So this is we started in February back in 2016, and it was a lot going on in the world around that time, and I just felt the need to get out and do something in the community, in my city, mainly because of the climate at the time. We were not really feeling black businesses. So sorry if I sound muffled too, because I got this mask on my face because I'm outside of this place. I want to go back in.
No, it's okay. We can hear you. We can hear you. It's clear in my headphones, so you're good.
Cool.
But
yeah, man.
Okay, so far next question is what's one thing you wish you had known when you first began your career, like and the things you're doing, like what's something you wish you would have known?
That's a good question. Yep, checking out. West. Yeah, so the one thing I wish I would have known was actually the fact that, so I have a background prior to that of dealing with the music industry in St. Louis, just the underground music scene. So
okay.
We're just trying to help out some artists around the city with, promoting and stuff like that. And I took the approach of thinking that if I just hit all these cities, then my city would get behind me. And I wish I would have. My bad, I'm just paying for my bill right now.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
So you say the one thing I would have known. I just wish I would have took the approach of probably just talking to people that probably knew a little bit more. But at the time, I guess there was nobody really doing what I was doing, so I had to approach it with the information that I knew. And I need that to promote and to get out here. I want to hit as many cities as I can. That way, when I come back to my city, people will respect it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was
okay.
That was it. Okay.
Far as next question, what's your biggest failure or life lesson, and what did you learn from it?
Man, wow. Okay, that's a good one, bro. Biggest failure.
Or life lesson. Some people don't like to say failure. That's why I said life lesson.
Yeah. I'll say that one of my, I think I have like an issue. One of my flaws, I would say, is the fact that sometimes I just go too hard with stuff, I wouldn't say that's a failure, but I would say that it puts a lot of pressure on me as a person, because now once I start doing something, I gotta go hard. You know what I'm saying? And I can't let up. And this is like, in a sense, this is my baby, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this is for everybody to do. But I put so much legwork and groundwork into it, I can't really stop now. And now it's like the momentum is going to where it's like it is a lifestyle. People. For instance, today, when I leave today, right from here, we going to a black-owned gun store that just opened like 2 days ago in St. Louis.
Okay.
So when these black businesses open now, my followers and the people that fuck with me, they send me this information all day. So I couldn't stop if I wanted to, because it's like now people expect me to be the guy to go out and, hey man, go check this business out. We told you
that's
coming,
crazy.
We told you about your movement. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep going, but that's just something that I noticed about myself, that sometimes it gets me in deep situations, though, and I feel like as I've matured, I've learned to accept it and know how to maneuver around it, where now I don't you know what I'm saying? I know off the rip, like, look, I can't get into that because that's gonna be too deep. So that'll keep me out of some trouble in life. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
yeah,
that's dope.
That's what I'm able to.
I that's dope. I feel like I relate to that a lot. Like the way you just described it is crazy. How you said it, I relate to that a lot, bro. A lot. So you're not alone on that one. But next question. Do you consider yourself pro-black?
I consider myself pro-people, pro-human, but I do feel like with the current state of today and the world we live in, due to the media and due to all these other sources and outlets that want to really have us at each other's throat, I have to be pro my people right now because we need it the most and we've been overlooked the most. But as far as the term pro-black, I don't really know what that means because
you went out for a second, bro. Yeah, went out for a second.
Yeah, my bad. It went to my Bluetooth.
It's all good.
All right, bro. Thanks. Yeah, but as I was saying, I wouldn't really call myself a pro anything else. But I mean, not in the sense where we got to be disrespectful to people. But everybody should be pro their race without no problem.
Exactly. Well said, bro.
I got a different perception on race these days because in race. And just like race relations and racism and just everything, like.
Can you break it down a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So I look at racism now as being pro your own family, pro your own people, pro your own. Because think about it, your family is your race. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, your family, your loved ones. So you have to be pro your own race for survival. And that's just for self-preservation and just living life, and to make it out here, you gotta be pro, your race. But I mean, that doesn't mean you have to use hatred or hate on anybody else. It just means that, hey, I gotta look out for my people right now. You know what I'm saying? Because my people messed up, so I gotta be centered on my race right now. Which is what some people will call racism, individual racism, and all these other different terms of racism that I'm also learning as I'm just growing and getting involved in my community. I didn't even know it was so many different layers of racism. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know that, I also look at it like, wait a minute, some of it ain't all the way just total hatred. But I think that's where we as people, we have to communicate more with each other, because if you see someone of a different race and they see you, and that's the first thing y'all gonna notice about each other. They not my race.
Yeah.
But now what comes after that is really just the programming that you got from, you might not have even met a person of that race, but you have seen the image of them, and the image that they depict is really gonna kind of, that's gonna kind of be some of your views until you meet a person like that. Then you can talk to him and be like, oh, okay, he's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that comes with more communication. So I feel like we can all be pro our own race and still be able to communicate with each other. It's just we got to get past those little differences of, understanding of the term itself and all that,
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. Definitely. Yeah. So, what's some advice you could give someone wanting to pursue a similar career as you?
Start today.
Start today.
I know a lot of, matter of fact, I got some cousins, they're younger, they're like 16, 17. They want to be social media influencers. And they telling their parents they need all this and all that to get started. And I'm telling them, bro, you got the phone, that's all you need. Because for real, people want to see that rough third person, first person viewpoint, point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to see that. So, I mean, you can't, if you make an excuse, you got the lane right there, then you're really not trying to do it. So I just say start today, because they're going to think. When I started the Blackwallst Challenge, I got a cousin in St. Louis that shoots movies. He's a well-known movie director and producer in St. Louis. And I called him out one night for like a little meeting when I was, just having the ideas. And I was like, yo, let's meet up. We went out. And I told him everything that I wanted to do. I said, man, I thought it was a way where I could kind of help and kind of put something positive out there, you know, on the internet. And he was like, well, what's stopping you? And I was like, well, here go the thing, because I want to get this. I want to get this good camera. I want to do this. I want to do that. I need this. And he was like, you bullshit. And I was like, damn, you know, he was like, what's stopping you? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, and I was like, damn. And I straight am the type of person where if somebody, I love a challenge. So when I mentally feel challenged, that's like stimulating to me. It gets stuck in my head. So now I'm like, oh no, I gotta beat this shit. So I'm at the crib just tossing and turning because I already heard his calling, but I don't know how to make it, you know, materialize. Well, I do. I just didn't do it. The next day I got up and I hit the streets. I called my people that I knew was a videographer. I said, hey, I had looked up some black businesses that was in St. Louis. And I'm like, look, we finna start this. We finna go shop at some black businesses and we put it in motion. So when people tell me they want to do something these days, man, I tell them to start today. Because that's going to determine, and it's another thing I tell people. The difference between me and you and Jay-Z is that he went out and did some shit. Or you and Malcolm X, he went and did some shit. Or you and Gandhi, he did something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you gotta do. If you sit around all day and just procrastinate and, you know, why you can't do something, you're never gonna get it done. And somebody gonna be there ran off with your idea, and you're gonna be like, man, I was gonna do that. And then people gonna look at you like, yeah, right, nigga, stop it. You bullshit. You gonna never do that. You gonna get off your ass. You know, so when people tell me shit like that, man, I'm gonna start just totally going left with all the cursing.
No, it's all it, man. This on this platform, man. You know until we getting fined or I'm getting big, you know what I mean, comments and stuff like that, man. We freedom of speech, man. Speak your mind, man. Speak how you feel.
I just don't like the message to be overshadowed with too much craziness, you know. So
respect.
That can throw people off too. But
respect.
I am still me, and but I try to keep it as 100 as I can. But so I mean, hey, I tell people, man. The only difference between you and whoever you could be your idol or whatever you want to call them is they got up and did something, man. Just do it and find something that you is realistic. Don't just say, hey, I want to do all this, and realistically you ain't trying to do all that. Be realistic in your wants and what you trying to work for.
One second, bro. 1 second, brother. I gotta pause it for the footage purpose. Hold on 1 second. All right, now we back on.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, just go do it, man. Like Nike say, just do it.
Man, that's honestly, man. You definitely dropped some jewels, man. And I hope everybody that's watching, that's paying attention, man. I hope y'all really, taking heed to what he's saying, man. And because this is somebody who actually is walking it, who's talking it and walking it, and so a lot of the things he's saying is definitely things that need to be televised and heard. So. And drop a comment on how y'all feel down at the bottom too. However you feel, we definitely gonna leave some links in the description for Self Ruler, so y'all can get in tune with him and everything he doing. And I feel like any black business owners that want like what he's doing, get in contact with him. We're gonna leave the links in the descriptions for y'all to get in contact with him. This is what this is all about connecting and building, and that's exactly what we're trying to do here. And
that's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
That's a fact. So
I mean, far as is anything like any goals you got set for this year that that's not really too much of a secret? There's something that you just wanted to challenge yourself this year, as far as anything any challenges?
Yeah, actually, so in the city of St. Louis, well, the county of St. Louis County and city is, it's crazy. We got like a invisible wall that separates the two. But anyway, St. Louis County just made Juneteenth a recognized holiday this year. So this year for Juneteenth, we trying to put together a Juneteenth business challenge. So we're going to try to either hit all of Juneteenth celebrations we can, showcase the locations and the actual events, as well as some black businesses. So we're going to do that. And we also in the process of shooting a little mini documentary to kind of cover all this stuff too, what we've been doing for years. And I'm just weaving all of the stuff together, because we actually have been in about 50 cities, man. So this is not something that, like we've been in, if you go through our YouTube channel, man, we've been in so many cities across the nation. We got so much footage that we compiled, but I haven't had the time to really sit down and really put something together to make one complete piece so people can capture everything we've been doing and kind of get a better view of, who I am and what we got going on as well. So, so we doing that. Hopefully we can get that done this year. That's another goal. I like your questions, man. You got some real good questions, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I try my best, man. I like to ask questions, genuinely ask real questions that I want people to ask me if I'm being interviewed. So, I like to, it's all do unto people what you want done to yourself. That's pretty much what it is with me. If you want people to interview you and ask good questions, you ask good questions if you interview people. If and that's just how I do it. I would never want to do something like this and then bring people on and not be interested. And I feel like, that's kind of like, it's kind of pointless to, interview somebody and not have some type of interest in them. That's why I don't just interview people and not know anything about them. Like, I'm not that type of person. I want to be in tune with what you're doing, because it makes the conversation a little bit more genuine than scripted. I don't really like too much scripted stuff like that. I like,
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Hey, look, hey, you doing your calling right now, man. Stick to it, because you good at what you're doing, man. And I'm gonna take that jewel from you right there with the question, because you asked some heavy questions, and I'm gonna pick from them. So I appreciate, the game you just dropped on me as well, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Man, I appreciate you wholeheartedly, man, for even stopping by and chopping it up with us, man, in the That Talk family, the 1D Films family. We all appreciate you. My co-host couldn't be here today, but he's gonna be watching. He's gonna be tuned in. He already pretty much knew about you, because I consult with my team anyway. So, but that's pretty much it, man, for the show, man. I pretty much, I feel like I don't want to really drain them with too much, and I know you got things going on at the same time. So, but this ain't the last, bro. This is definitely not the last.
Call me back anytime, bro. Anytime we can set something up, bro. You let me know. We can sit down and, go even deeper, man. It's all good.
Oh yeah, this ain't the last, man. We definitely got to set it up again, man, because this. I feel like this is gonna be a definitely a jewel dropping episode that people gonna come back to. I got a good feeling about it. So
That's what's up, man. Respect.
So again, brother Self Ruler, I appreciate you for coming in. Shout out to the Black Wall Street Challenge movement. Shout out to everybody in St. Louis. Shout out the whole St. Louis. Shout out to everybody that support Self Ruler. Bro, man, this is not the end. I'm gonna talk to you very, very soon, man, and you stay blessed. And man, we're gonna talk again.
You as well. Peace.
All right, brother.
Peace.
There you have it. That's the episode, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out all my peoples, man. Shout out everybody that that just wanna that's interested in trying to do things in their life, man. And what I mean, like brother said, just do it, just start it. I mean, one of the two. I'm gonna put up whatever he said. I'm gonna put it up in. But that's the quote of the day. Whatever bro said, it's gonna be somewhere. You feel me? But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We got the Vibin' Inc. merch, and like I said, hit us up. $25 a shirt. You know what I mean? We taking anything. We got the Cash App. In the description, man. We taking donations. Let us know. Book with us, man. You want a T-shirt? You want a hoodie? We in T-shirt season right now. Honestly, hoodie, T-shirt season, sweater season. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. I love the gang. Shout out to That Talk gang. Shout out 1D Films gang. Shout out my co-host 1D Films. You know what I'm saying? Swerve after you Swervo. Shout out y'all be Erie Academy. Everybody, man. Man, that's it, man. Yo.
travel the country, we show love to black business, and then we challenge them to shop with another black business.
Perfect.
Is your business up for that challenge?
We are definitely up for the challenge. Yes. Thank you so
We
much.
wish you much success.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Oh yeah, perfect.
That's like a bumper sticker.
Okay.
And then we also have, I got a button for you.
Perfect.
A button
Oh, perfect.
and each arm in a button.
We're simply pure LV.
Okay, so I'm gonna go follow you guys right now. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for supporting us too.
Yeah, I just-
Business next door is also black.
Y'all know what it is. It's the POE. I've been tapped in with the Black Wall Street Challenge before y'all even knew what it was. And to keep it 100, this is the person that started it. All the other, we gonna talk about all that later, but this is the original, the originator. So it's Black Business Month. It's also Black August. Y'all know what it is. Tap in, Black Men Build. Tap in with the Black Wall Street Challenge. Gangland Political Party. Bang, bang, bang. We out. Woo!